to Lamar Jackson. Today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cardinals will kick it away to start us off. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know.
He's going for the big play. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Into traffic, it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Cardinals in the hurry-up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Louisville.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Dropping back, it's Shuck. He lets it fly. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cardinals! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Wants to fire on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit when you got that kind of pedigree. You always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Marks. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Dialing up a second down pass play. And he intercepts it. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Offense getting set for first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Nice catch, just past the first down marker, so this drive stays alive. Nice job by the quarterback and receiver.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Give to Brown. Turns it on in midfield. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Motion from the offense. The run from the shotgun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. A 3rd and long coming up here. To throw, it's Shuck. Throws to the tight end. soft spot in the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Fires on the move. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now on second down after the incompletion. They'll give it to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Louisville 7, USC 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to get it through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
The Trojans send out the punt unit. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Pushes ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals! No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. Back to throw, it's Shuck. Trying to get to it. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
13, USC 0.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Looking to throw on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Marks. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And they got him for the sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. He's back to throw on second down. That's reeled in. It's Hudson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in the kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did now.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Unloads it left. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Trojans are on the move. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the ball's loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marks. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
First half coming to an end. Offensively, you're trying to put a drive together. Get back in this ball game. The last thing you want to do is turn the football over, dig yourself an even bigger hole. Not good execution by the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looking downfield, it's Shuck. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Lacy. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quarterback keeper. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. The Cardinals want to move quickly. They'll throw it on first down. Moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the hit on the quarterback is why that was incomplete, but that QB is lucky that was not picked off. That is the cardinal sin, throwing back across your body. This quarterback needs to be more careful moving forward.
He tried to set up the screen, and he's lucky to get that one back. It'll be third down.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with his defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a grab enough for the first. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's going to pass. Release to the back. Got a man. It's Brown. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Louisville. Play the analytics here. You go for 2. Scanning the field. It's Shuck. He's moving out of the pocket. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Out of the gun, the give to the back. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Dropping back, it's Shuck. Feeling some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires the pass, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits those uprights right in half. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Right back to him on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line.
Now, 4th down.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope that...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Quarterback checking off. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Offense is headed back out on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it.
Intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run. He's done his job. They have it at the 44.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Now this offense is back on the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Trojans! And once he got loose, it was all over. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
19, USC 14.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get rounded up.
On second down, wants to throw it. This time it's complete. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Cardinals are in the hurry-up.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
How about that stick at the end? Nice job sticking the big tight end, making sure he doesn't get that first down. That's how you play physical defense. That's how you make him remember those tackles later in the game.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Cardinals are marching down the field. They want to just keep throwing it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out as a sack.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Number 1.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Branch. And they're able to make the tackle.
And they try to pass for it, and they complete the pass, and you just need a little second effort, something to break a tackle and maybe get into the end zone, but they weren't able to get it.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Steps away. He'll fire to his right. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, USC 20, Louisville 19.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Robinson. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
He'll throw one to his right. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They're going to throw it again. Buying some time. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver shows motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team.
Catch and stride inside the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Escapes the sack. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. 26, and there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Shuck. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Got his man down the middle. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Quick tempo here for the offense.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. So after the big run, they tried to hit him with a pass. Would you have gone back to the run there?
I think now, yeah. Of course, now looking back, I'm going to go, yeah, I should have run after taking the sack.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
USC 33.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna let it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Wide out in motion. Looking to throw it, Shuck. Throwing right. Got him downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah,
he's loose. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Lane. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, USC.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Gets it out quickly. He didn't get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and now they've got a chance to pull out the game.
College football is a game of inches. Let's see how this thing plays out, man. They were just trying to ice the game. If they could have gotten that 4th down, that was ball game. Now the opponent has life. Their defense has given them a chance. Let's see what they can do.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Right back to it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Headed outside for the line. It's Brown. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. To the edge, it's Brown. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Third and goal from way back there. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best player. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Lane. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, USC.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going up top. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.